Tito.
It was the guy from Wrath of Khan and the Little Man.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit.
Was it Tito or Tattoo?
Tattoo. I think it was Tattoo.
I think it was Tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no him. Instead it's like some woman who's like, I'm super creepy for no reason. Bye.
See, I think a really charming, unassuming, like suited man who's like, I can fulfill all of your desires, and then like, but there's a price. I think that would have been a cool touch. But speaking of,
you mean the stereotypical devil stand-in?
Yeah, kinda. But like, instead of it being like, no, this is clearly the devil. Like when you see him, it's like, oh, hey, Fantasy Island. Nothing's bad about this. This is all familiar. And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah, I honestly want to believe that they had they wrote the script, and then someone's like, hey, this kind of reminds me of Fantasy Island, and then that's how it got the name. Because it's like. It's very much like, oh, well, what happens if someone goes there and they have like a really dark fantasy? It's like, oh, okay, I guess that makes.
You would think he went through like a screening process for all those people, but yeah.
No, it's implying that he's like super fucking evil.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of, like I said,
it's Superman, but psychotic.
They have those comics.
I know.
That would never work as a movie. Shut up.
We definitely didn't have Brightburn, and yes, it did work. Fuck you. It was a great movie. Shut your mouth. But yeah, speaking of like ones that are like, wow, that's a surprisingly better idea or like cool idea as well. Let's make it work. During my flight back from vacation, I watched the Child's Play movie, which I thought was going to be garbage. It was actually really good. If they had called it anything but Child's Play. Because it's not a Chucky movie in the sense of, it's like, the original premise, serial killer ends up in toy of body and shenanigans ensue. It literally would have worked.
Yeah,
if it
I typically call murder of a bunch of people shenanigans.
Yep. Yeah. If it had been called anything else, I think it would have been a better movie. Like it was great. I would have given it like an 8 out of 10 on a movie, but it would have been a solid 10 if they called it anything else. Or it could have been like the premise of a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, because it's basically what it was.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, so the premise of this one is, instead of it being like, the soul of a murderer put in this doll, it opens up with like a Southeast Island sweatshop making these toys for this big conglomeration, and like one of the workers is just slacking off, and the sweatshop owner comes up and is like, you fucked up, you're fired, finish this last doll and then get out, and just leaves him. And as you do when you're a disgruntled employee who's fired and told to finish your work and then go home,
I'm back.
He removes all the safety features and corrupts the AI programming on this doll and sends it out.
So it's just a robot?
Yeah, so it's just a real fucked up AI.
Why do they call it a? That would have been so much better not being associated with Child's Play.
Yeah, and so basically, like, it's not even like a killer robot. It's because like it's a smart AI that is supposed to learn and adapt, and like, they modernized the way Chucky works, so it's basically an Alexa where it hooks up to your house and learns all of these things and figures out your routine. And so, you give this corrupt AI with no safety features to a bunch of, young teenagers, and slowly starts to learn bad habits. And so without any moral compass, it starts to do bad things while also believing that this child is its best friend and its only friend, and fuck anyone who gets between him and his friend. And so, as you do, as a super AI corrupted doll that has no sense of morals, shenanigans ensue.
Is that just a plot to Smart House?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Yeah,
So,
isn't that the plot of the Simpsons episode riffing on Smart House?
yeah.
Also, to be fair, Smart House, great Disney
It
channel.
was also the
It
tree. It
was
was also
really
the tree.
good.
It was also the Treehouse of Horrors episode with the Killer Krusty doll. But
Oh shit.
yeah, no, like I watched it expecting it to just be like a crapshoot to kill time while I was flying, and it was like, I'm actually really into this. And why is this called Child's Play? This could have been anything else and been a great movie.
That's I felt that way about the new Baywatch movie.
I hadn't seen that one.
I was on a plane like last Christmas going home, and it was for free, and I was like, all right, sure, I'll watch this piece of shit. And I fucking love that movie. It's such a funny movie. I did not anticipate it to be good or entertaining.
I'll have to check that out because I wrote
Solid
that off
fucking
too.
film.
I wrote that one off too because they were doing that thing where they were taking old sitcoms and stuff and they were turning them into comedies, and they had been pretty bad for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Another one.
Zach Braff is like really surprisingly funny.
Really? Okay, that's good. Another one that you guys should watch if you like zombies and especially like comedies. Surprisingly, not going to recommend Zombieland 2. It's good. Go see it. But another one I watched is The Dead Don't Die. And it was a zombie parody, but it has Bill Murray, the guy who plays Kylo Ren, Selena...
Adam Driver.
There you go. Selena Gomez. What's the British lady who looks like... British lady, androgynous, looks like Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton's in it, uses a huge fucking thick Scottish accent. Tilda Swinton. But it's a zombie movie, and basically the opening scene that sold me on it is Bill Murray and the guy who plays Kylo Ren are police officers in a small town that's about to be overrun by zombies. But the theme song of the movie is playing as it's like rolling the credits and stuff, and the song is called The Dead Don't Die, and it's by some dude, and it's playing in the background, and then the camera pans in on the two of them in the driver's seat, and Kylo Ren is like, can I turn the radio on? And Bill Murray's like, yeah, that's fine. And so they turn it on, and the theme song starts playing through the radio, and Bill Murray's like, what is this? And Kylo's like, The Dead Don't Die by such and such. Don't you know? It's the theme song. And he just goes, oh. And they just listen to the rest of the song in silence as the credits keep going. And I was like, that's the kind of fourth wall break that I love.
Yeah, I saw ads for that movie because it was like fucking a bajillion famous people in the movie about fucking zombies. And I was like, all right, this is either going to be really good or really bad.
It's one of those silly passion projects that everybody jumped in on.
Hell
also,
yeah.
Also, if you haven't seen Zombieland 2, one of the best scenes is at the end. You see how Bill Murray survived the zombie apocalypse, and that's all I'm gonna say about it because it's gold.
Oh, yeah, I need to go see that at some point.
Yeah, Shay and I saw it on a date night, and it was fun.
We drank booze from pumpkin.
We did. Drank booze from pumpkin.
Nice.
And my butterbeer from the movie theater was so much better than from the Universal Studios Harry Potter.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Did you go to the one in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
would
still
think,
haven't
you would
been
think,
to
you would think the
Harry
ones.
Potter Land.
Yeah, it's like you would think the ones in the more expensive resort would be a higher quality, but it wasn't. Apparently, the one in California is really good, though.
Yeah, I've been there once when I was like 6.
Yeah, I had been there once when I was like 8, so that was like 20 plus years ago. Very
Thing is, I got sick while I was there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Whenever I lived in Louisiana, I had season passes very frequently to Islands of Adventure, and I mean it's a great park, but like food ain't great.
Yeah, we ended up basically because of the way Universal is set up. When you get out of like the parking lot and like the paths branch off in two different directions, we meant to go into the main studio, but we ended up in Island of Adventure, and we didn't buy park hopper passes, so surprise, surprise, we ended up in the wrong one And it was like, oh, this sucks. But then, since we were doing the Halloween event later on, most of the rides were still open for Universal, so it kind of worked out. I was like, oh, we'll just go on these rides and then see all the haunted house stuff, and it was fine.
Nice.
Yeah. But hey, I think that's enough catching up for everybody, and it's time that we get started and jump into today's episode of Forest for the Trees. The last time we had played, we had cut back in after a bit of a hiatus, with you all deciding what to do with yourselves and your time, now that you had acclimated yourself with the prince and had convinced him that listening to the plight of the familiar people was worth his time, something he was amicable to and definitely wanted to help with. You guys decided not to kill him, which would have been an easier option, but probably not the best. And so, with the promise to tour the pause with you, you guys had set out. You went to the shittiest part of the pause, which turned out to be where Patches and Stitches lived, go figure. And they had a small run-in with a dumpster mimic. And as you do, Patches almost died again. Being eaten by...
It was so hard to try to keep him up.
Just wait till we find its mother.
Yeah, that was a baby, guys.
No.
That was a baby.
I'll fight the mother. Let me at it.
I mean, it's
It's a
just
castle mimic.
I was gonna say it was a garbage truck. They can roam now.
Like mimics don't normally roam.
Fair. But yeah, so you all had a nice opportunity to see where Patches and Stitches live, and we've done a bit of time progression. We're about a week later, and the opening scenes or the closing scenes of last week had been each group of you getting some reports of incidents where people in the pause were starting to go missing. Newspaper seemed to indicate that individuals were going missing at night and not making it to their destinations after they left their last known area, and the authorities are doing everything they can, which means they're probably not doing enough. And that's where we'll pick up. I think the 5 of you have decided that Deldra's temple is a safe enough meeting place, and you all have gathered with the intention of talking and meeting one another. And while Bastion is not thrilled about having a filthy, dirty elf in the temple, they have to follow your instructions and not kill. You gave explicit instructions to not kill.
Yes.
So that's where we pick up. You all in the common area with the information of missing individuals, and what do you all want to do?
I would like to know if I have had the opportunity to visit the library and maybe make a history check on a couple things, just
Certainly.
for knowledge sake. I would like to read up on Fae, dragons, fiends, and celestials. Not necessarily in that order, just whatever I happen to find.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't find shit.
You went to the Pause Public Library, and
No.
it's unfortunate because they don't have good funding, so a lot of the books are outdated. And basically, you found a history of the Pause, and the first chapter was titled "Trouble Ahead."
I read through that.
Yeah, it's not a very good book describing how the familiars used to know their place in life, and now that they've been given quote-unquote freedom, they do not know what they will do with it. Where things are going does not look promising.
I don't think a familiar wrote this. All right.
What was your first guess?
The author's name is T.J. Human something. I don't know.
It's T.J. Human.
Human. Hoomah.
Yep, exactly.
Fucking TJ. Alright. Flashback forward.
What do you want to?
Can you tell your robot to put me down?
Fuck you. I don't listen to you well.
Well, next time, don't provoke.
Do it!
Vanguard, will you please set the elf down?
Fine. But I'm not doing it because you asked. I'm doing it because I want to. It gently sets Lee down.
Of course.
Thank you.
No, he puts you down with his slave.
You're dead now.
You're dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sets you down.
Alright, base rules. We're forged. He doesn't like it.
You cut out before, when you said what he doesn't like.
He doesn't like it when dirty fucking elves touch him.
Oh, yeah.
I am. First of all, I am not dirty. Second of all, I am not fucking.
That was not
dirty.
in character.
Right.
So, I hear that people are disappearing.
Aight.
I think this is a good opportunity. You know, to help.
What?
What do you want to help?
Help with what?
I have a few reasons.
No, what do you want to help?
Oh, finding some people.
Oh, they're probably dead.
Have you checked?
No, you don't check these things, you just assume.
But
Well,
what
if there's a murderer running around, they really shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's true. You know, speaking of murderers, is your fucking nerd butler with you?
Why do I come to mind when murderer is spoken of?
Something about being a cop, I guess. What do you know?
Yeah, spill your cop beans.
Yeah, come on. It says my brother tells me here that the Blue Cloaks is doing everything they can. So what is they doing? Give us the scoop.
Honestly, I'm not sure. They're a different division. I handle magical aspects, and unless this is linked to magic, I don't really get any information on the matter.
Well, I suppose we could read the newspaper. I go out and look for.
I'm gonna pull out my daily mage.
She's gone. Let's lock the door.
No.
Alright, fine.
When I come back, I come in through the window.
No.
Why?
I just gesture.
Why not?
Alright, so.
Can I use my daily mage at this point again, Rin?
Yes, it has been a week.
Okay.
It's been more than a week. So, you go ahead and you open up the Daily Mage.
And I would like to... My single question is... With interference, when is the next event that is going to occur that would be easiest for us to stop?
Weird question.
That is a weird question.
Just gotta word it as awkwardly as possible.
It's what wizards do.
It's mage code.
What wizards do. The next interceptable incident, huh?
Sure.
Okay. The letters on the Daily Mage start to shift around and reform, taking new lettering, and what you end up seeing is you see a picture come into frame first, kind of like the headline image, and it has a picture of the soda shop, and several of the words form underneath it, and it says owners of local ice cream and soda shop missing.
I'm just reading a regular paper.
You are.
And does mine tell me the date?
Nope. Actually, yes. Yes, it would. It would be dated for 3 days from now.
All right, well, that's a lead.
Nah, that's a paper.
I have a magical paper. It helps me predict things to happen in the next coming week.
Mine just says that the blue cloaks are doing all they can.
Yes, mine is for 3 days in the future, where the owners of the local soda shop will go missing.
Well, what about the people who are already missing?
That,
We can help them
yeah.
if they're still alive by catching who's doing it when we can.
Yeah, alright, sure, fuck it. Alright, let's, so, magic paper, air quotes, says that, the soda shop is gonna get, kidnapped, but the peoples? What?
It says the owners are going
The owners.
missing.
Alright. In like 3 days?
Yes, until then we can, I don't know, gather as much information about the other missing folks as possible.
Alright, what if we kidnap the owners? before like 3 days from now. Will you paper change? Is that how that works?
No.
It's
The
prediction
events
wouldn't
would
come true.
The events would change, but because of you changing it in that manner, we would no longer have the element of trying to catch whatever's doing this.
But let's make an important note of what Destra just said. If you kidnap them, it will still make the paper true.
I did this
I
because
said it would
said
change
it
its
happened.
prediction.
No, it would keep it true. They're still kidnapped.
Alright. So, missing... Don't kidnap sodas. Got it.
Want
Yes.
to kidnap
Sodas.
people?
What'd you say,
What?
Patches?
What is a soda?
Why would anybody want to kidnap the soda people?
That's a good fucking question. We only got, like, one nice thing, and it's pretty much that.
Who else has gone missing?
That's also a good question.
And check the paper. The
Last
actual
information I had is a half-elf, dwarf, 2 familiars going missing. Some people speculating it's the work of kobolds, but
Wait a second.
no
Hold
proof.
on. Hear me out on this. You're a human, right? Right?
Last I checked.
All right. She's an elf.
How do you check
All
that?
right. Boom, boom. Half elf. Right there. Then 2 familiars. Boom. Also dwarf.
Oh my gosh, were we kidnapped?
Yes.
You're confusing Lee here, and I think yourself.
I'm just saying, you can't ignore the patterns.
I'm amused.
So what you're saying is, in 3 days...
We should own a soda shop
No.
and
hell
get
yeah.
kidnapped.
I mean, that'd be fun, but no, that's not what...
I'm saying in 3 days we stake out the soda shop and try and stop them from, being kidnapped.
Now, technically, and I'm not saying that I'm smarter than you, but if it's a paper that is going to come out in 3 days, wouldn't we have to stake it out 2 days? Because the paper usually just reports on what happens the day before.
I mean, that makes sense.
The normal paper, yes. I'm not sure if the magic paper works like that.
Well, when does it say that the paper came out, and when does it say that this event happened? Does it say it happened last night?
Are there differing dates, Ren, of when the Daily Mage was published and when the kidnapping occurred?
He sounds so upset that we poked holes in his logic.
Roll a base wisdom check, please, Morph.
This magic item can't stand up to familiar scrutiny. I believe in you.
You recall the first time you used this newspaper, the events that marked the bombing of the factory told you of events that were going to happen the day after. You recall seeing the images reporting the familiars being killed, including Penny, in an explosion that would have reported the stuff from the day prior. So that's how newspapers work.
Okay. So, yes, within the next couple nights, we stake it out. And we can use the daytime to gather information if that is what you would all prefer.
Could we, should we visit, these people's homes?
Homes is such a polite term.
Is that good?
I mean, do they got like names? Do we know where these people live? Because I don't know these people. Wait, shit, do I know these people? Who are they?
How many dwarves do we know?
One.
Oh, she's right there.
All right, solid.
I'm gonna check the regular paper and see if it mentions any names and see if there's like a certain area that this is happening that in the pause, or if it's all over the pause.
All over the
It's
no
all over
names,
the pause.
no names were listed because, of course, it's a newspaper that's protecting the identity.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's happening all over the pause.
It sounds to me like we should go to the soda shop.
And ask around.
I mean, I was just hungry, but yeah, sure, that too.
It
think we can do
might
both.
not be a good idea to ask around.
Yeah, probably not. You probably shouldn't ask around. Probably got to keep it low profile.
Well, we ask around inconspicuously. Like,
You're
oh,
an
you
elf.
heard about... That's fair.
The familiar is right. You would stick out like a sore thumb.
Or an
So-
elf.
So the familiars should ask.
Yeah, but we got a
Yes.
reputation of not really caring about stuff that goes on.
Why don't you care about stuff that goes on?
I mean, realistically, there's a lot that goes on in the pause.
I tell you
There's a
to
whole
care
lot.
about
This is
stuff
like
that go
just,
on.
like, casual shit. Anyway, all right. So,
But you
somebody's
care.
getting kidnapped. Somebody's getting kidnapped in the next 2 days?
Yes.
All right. So
Yes,
then
within then.
we go to the soda shop the day before, right? Like the night of the day before the night of when they're gonna get kidnapped. All right. We stake it out, right, in the shop. You guys buy me dinner, and then we see if there's anything fishy. We don't talk to nobody. We just look around, and then we go and we hang out outside, like across the street, wait for the people who own the place to either try and feck off or for somebody trying to break in. Because, I mean, who knows if they live there or not? They could live somewhere else, and we're going to have to follow them. Who knows?
Yeah.
There was sort of a plan in there.
Yeah, I just think it's a good idea to gather information somewhere.
But we got information. We don't know who these people who's been got is. We don't know where these was got. So I mean, like, short of just like poking my head out of the street here and being like, "Hey, you got a friend who's gone missing?" I don't see how we gonna get information.
We
Where's
should
the best
open
place
up
to gather information?
the soda shop.
No.
Right here.
We should see, sis. This is, when we was talking about being detectives.
A social place is the best spot.
Detectives.
Detectives. You two are detectives?
Yes, we are.
Yep. Right now, yeah.
All of us are now.
This calls for hats.
No.
I'll get my fez.
Let's go to the soda shop.
I run off to go get my fez.
For the Forge's sake.
Alright, I
when
got my
you-
fez.
When are you going to teach me how to do magic that I already know how to does?
I think she's supposed to teach you about how to be a good person.
But she's a dwarf.
What's that mean?
She would only know how to be a good dwarf.
Dwarves are people.
No, they're not.
Yes, we are.
Well, hold on. Can dwarves vote?
Yes.
Yeah, dwarves is people.
I ain't a person.
Nah, we ain't people. We familiars.
I don't think that's how it works. I
Legally,
thought you
we
were,
is not people.
I thought you were spirits like trapped in, like mortal bodies that you didn't want to be trapped
They're
in.
people.
See, and that statement right there is exactly why we don't take anything you say seriously.
Yeah, we're not.
We are not weird, spooky ghosts in. Well, I mean, I guess technically everybody's a ghost in a body,
That's fair.
but we are not the weird spirits or whatever the fuck. All right, we're familiars.
Yeah.
We're not like
if you are.
fucking the nerd snitch. Neither.
What is a nerd?
This sounds like an existential talk we don't need to be having today.
I agree. She keeps bringing it up though.
Let's go to the soda shop and see what
Hell
we
yeah.
can do.
I know exactly what I can do. I can eat.
I cock my fez slightly to the side. Let's do it.
Deldra's gonna start walking out.
I follow Delta.
I follow, but I have my arms out like an airplane.
While we're walking,
What's an
Oswick
airplane?
is just
She's just T-posing.
I mean,
like a
is
bird.
there
She's got her
Like a
arms out
bird.
like a bird.
like a burp?
She's T-posing.
But Oswick's going to be in the back, and he's going to pull out his wand of sending and try and contact Director Proudbloom about the disappearances.
Okay.
Director Proudbloom, sir, I don't know if this is important in regards to my current job, but I was currently looking into the disappearances happening in the pause, and was wondering if there was any extra information you might be able to lend me in that regard.
Oswick, hello. Good to hear from you. No, I'm afraid I can't give you all the answers. You'll need to find them yourself. Good luck. I have faith.
What a good boss.
Don't reply to this message.
I put the wand away, lift my hat, and just look up at Emerald underneath. This is going to be a day.
They're not gonna stab me again, are they?
I should hope not.
They murdered me.
I
They
think
didn't just pop me. They like held me up and they got me like they were gonna eat me later.
I hit him with one magic spell and he poofed.
They took out a knife and they was like, "You's gonna feel this, boy," and they just.
There we go.
That is not how that happened, you little weird thing.
See, look at that. This why you can't trust a snitch. He's always just embellishing and lying. Look at that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You know, the thing about, the difference between you and me is I got people who love me. He goes back under the hat.
Oh,
I loved my sister.
He's under the hat. He can't hear me now. Shit.
I use Mage Hand and I picked the hat up.
He's gone back into his pocket dimension inside.
Look at that. I told you, he's under the hat. You can't find him now. He's gone.
That's impossible. And I started like rifling around inside the hat.
You take out all of Oswig's personal effects.
In his hat.
No familiar.
That's why wizards have that
That's
big
why
hat.
wizards have big hats. Didn't you know? It is known.
It's
like their backpack.
house.
Yeah.
I take my hat back, I wave my hand over it, then I snap and Emerald's back in the hat. It's magic.
I know
pick
it's
them all
magic.
up and hug them. I was like, "Oh, you're so cute," and I say it in Celestial.
Oh, you're pretty cute yourself.
Oh, thank you. Do I just call you Emerald?
Hey! We all speak common here.
Oh,
All
I
right,
thought it was.
it's kind of rude to just go off and speak in your weird sparkle tongue.
You really want to hear what I'm saying?
I mean, I would rather you not talk if that is an option, but yes.
I repeat the same thing. in
Why are you so aggressive all the time? You ever
I
thought?
didn't
You ever,
really
yeah,
aggressive.
you ever
I'm pretty
thought-
chill right
you ever-
now.
You ever thought just being nice to people might get you along a little further? I mean, not stabbing them and stuff would really help.
Alright, look. You's gonna have to either get over that or come up with a better... Nah.
He hit me with a
Penny
hammer.
didn't even
She
say
hit
it was
me
a
with-
bad
she
idea.
hit me with her
She
hammer.
didn't even say it was a bad idea. You know what happened? You got shivved, and she was like, "Oh, thank goodness you got rid of that snitch." That's what happened.
I don't believe that. I may be a lot of things, but a believer of what you just said, I don't believe that.
Oh, hey, look, the soda shop.
It just looks annoying as you leave the party. Okay, yeah. So you guys take the time to walk down the streets. It's a very unassuming early afternoon day. A little cloudy in the sky. It rained the night before, but the not very well kept roads have the occasional truck carrying wares through and stuff roll by. But before long, you guys reach the main thoroughfare where the soda shop is situated, and it seems like there's a bit more foot traffic in there than before. Normally, it's a pretty bustling place. It's where the familiars go to drink their troubles away, since it's a dry district. But there's like a line out the door.
Oh, I wonder what's going on.
That's a good question. I got no idea.
I'm gonna set Emerald back in his hat place, and then I want to skip up and tap whoever the last person in the line is.
Okay. You see that there is a mousy looking man. He's probably a little bit shorter than you, dressed in like overalls and a white button-up shirt that's like rolled up to his elbows and the sleeves. But he's kind of sitting and waiting, and he's like, I don't have much longer for my break, but I really need a soda. Why is it taking so long to get through? Hello.
Hello. Do you know why there's such a line?
Well, from what I can see from here, it looks like they're really backed up. I'm not sure. Normally it doesn't take this long, and there's normally seats for all of us to have what we need, but I'm going to have to come back later. My break is almost over.
I'm going to turn around to everybody else. Do you think they're swamped with break? Do they need help? Do you think we should help them? Do you know how to fill? Do you know how to fill sodas?
You don't even know what a soda is?
Yeah, what is the sodas?
It's a non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah, hold that question. Hey, Oswick.
Oh, you mean pop?
I think
I'm
everyone
sorry.
just gives a slow head turn towards her.
I'm so angry.
I
Trying not to rage.
we
Oswick.
gotta burn the Elflands. We gotta burn the Elflands right now.
Oswick,
Yes.
save us from this. Send you tiny look. You snitch. Send him up, and maybe he can see what's going on. Because like if we walk up there, then people are gonna get real mad if we try to cut this.
That's true. Emerald, do you mind doing your thing?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm gonna go get me a soda. And he hops down from your shoulder and just kind of scurries between legs and around and disappears inside the shop.
I'm going to place I'm going to place my hand on Delger's shoulder way below me.
Smart.
Close my eyes, cutting myself off completely, and link myself to Emerald's vision.
Yeah, so that was a really good idea, Oswick. How long do you think he's gonna be back? Oswick?
No response.
Oswick?
You can't hear you.
I'm gonna find something right on his face with.
Alright. Whatever. I guess we'll wait. Is he like napping or something?
I think he's trancing. It's a weird place to trance.
I don't think humans do that.
They don't.
Oh,
I poke
you
his
do that?
nose.
Alright, so Emerald is going to try and sneak into the back to see what's going on, and I guess he wants some soda too.
Why wouldn't he?
He's
Yeah.
not very stealthy,
No,
though.
he's not very stealthy. It's very obvious that the green cosmic weasel creature scurries its way past people, and you hear like the expletives and outbursts of people as this little green rodent maneuvers through their legs, and they're like, "Hey yo, hey yo!" You know, the usual New York fare of a bunch of slum people getting cut in line. And they all kind of like turn and look at the group of you and grumble. And then Emerald darts through an open door as somebody is exiting. And looking through his eyes, you see him hop up onto a stool, pat the counter for a minute, trying to get some attention as he watches a frantic-looking bunny girl in glasses and an apron move about, trying to attend to all the orders of the like very full bar counter by herself.
Emerald, can you get to the back room, see if there's anyone back there? It seems weird she's manning this all by herself.
Yeah, sure, I'll break into the place. And he like hops over the counter and dashes between her legs, causing her to eep, spin, drop a tray of several drinks, and then darts into the kitchen.
We need to talk about your method.
I'm gonna get me some soda.
Is it when we learn that like all familiars are like super like crazy addicted to soda?
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
offering
that's why they
you're
put the soda
offering
up here.
you're offering a familiar sugar. They don't have sugar in Celestia. Sugar is the devil.
Is it?
Probably. Yeah, so he makes his way into the back, and despite the protests of the poor bunny girl who now has to clean up this spilled mess, he makes his way into the back room and looks around and sees that there are several items being attended to, but they are currently, there's nobody there. It looks like there is the process of things being made, several half-finished sundaes and root beer floats and things like that, but there's nobody there. And Emerald hops up onto the counter and he looks at like one of the almost finished root beers and is like, this one. And you hear a very long like, ah, shit, that's the good stuff. There's no one here.
Emerald, focus. Can you look around for any kind of clue?
Yeah, and there, he kind of like turns his head frantically, and he sees the bunny girl come in, shouting something at him. She chucks a cup in his direction. He hops to the side, and he's like, "Hey, oh!" And he jumps over, and he's like, "I don't see anybody. There's only like a back office, but nobody's in there. It looks like it's closed. I'm gonna go out the back door so I don't get killed. Bye!" And he rushes off, and you feel yourself get disconnected.
I'm like just about to flick him in the nose.
Yep. You snap back as you're about to get flicked in the nose.
I snap Emerald back into his pocket and then right onto my shoulder again.
I flick him in the nose.
There was no one there. If it's all the same to you, I'm gonna stay in the hat so they don't see me again. Because like,
So what's
people outside are still staring at you guys.
Yeah, so what's the shit? What's up?
It seems like the owner's already missing.
Wild.
What do you mean?
I mean, Emerald got into the back and there is no one there. The only person tending the soda bar is a young bunny girl familiar.
We should probably help her. And maybe she can tell us stuff about owners. Volunteers?
We still got like a whole line.
I'm saying we volunteer to help them out.
I walk off.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Gonna go around the back.
I'm gonna follow my sister.
Okay, bye.
But I will now
They're
wait
making a
for
good
another
call here.
I'll
If you're
follow
going
them.
to offer your help, do you have any way to disguise yourself? If the answer is no, I suggest we both go to the back.
I can make an image of something, like a big barrel, and then I can just walk inside the barrel. And
Okay, we're
go.
following the others, and I take Lee's arm and just keep walking.
Okay.
I kind of like look over my shoulder. I'm like, ah, shit. What?
You weren't going to look for clues around here? Because that's pretty much the idea we were going.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna break into the back here. I mean, all right. I guess you can come too. Come on, let's go. Pull out. Oh, how did Emerald get out?
There is a back door.
Oh, hey, look, a back door. Is it open?
I think he botched through it. I didn't see.
Yes. It would be unlocked, but not open.
I open it.
Alrighty. Yeah, you open up the back door and you see that the waitress is still there, and she's probably like grumbling under her breath little expletives as she's trying to clean up and now refill a empty root beer float that had been pilfered by the familiar.
All right.
When you open the door, she kind of turns and she's like, "Hey, no cutting in line. You have to wait like everybody else."
We're here. Hey, yo, sorry. I was, I'm here to take Tina's shift. My bad, I'm late. I just like grab an apron and start walking to the front.
But there's no Tina here.
Yeah, wow, crazy about that. Anyway, you need help?
Yes. And she kind of like looks about. She's like, I'm not. I mean, yes, I do need help.
It's okay, we're volunteers.
Where's
No,
Okay. Grab some aprons. Do you know how to make ice cream and sodas?
yeah, totally. I put the thing on, and I'm a telepath with my brother and say, "All right, you know what? You and the nerd and the dwarf look around for shit, because I guess the elf is gonna help with this."
Or I could distract the waitress.
What? No. There's already a line. Just look around for stuff.
There's already a line for that too. Wait.
Or
I just
I
like
could do that
slowly look over my shoulder.
okay, I won't do that. For the moment.
Thank you.
Lee,
All
if you're going to help out, at least wear some head covering, something. You know, hide the. You understand?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, pose as a half elf. That should be fine.
Okay.
Just if anyone asks.
I'm a
Try not
half
to talk
elf
too
with.
much.
I'm a half elf with real extra long ears. I'm 75% half elf.
On my mother's side.
Sure, let's go with that. All right. Deldra, Patches. I guess we'll start.
Hello?
Hello. Oh. We appear to have problems with Discord right now. Hold on, everybody. We'll be right back.
disconnecting?
Oh,
Hey, there he is.
hello?
There you go.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, that was weird. Like even weirder, Discord wasn't updating on my computer. I was getting notifications of receiving messages on my phone, but it also wasn't updating. So like I was seeing your guys' responses as notifications through my phone, but Discord itself was like, no, this isn't working. Okay. Has Morph made it back, or is he's still gone?
No, and we just lost Keavah. And now Keavah.
Uh-oh.
What is going on?
Morph is still disconnected completely too.
Yeah, so we'll wait for Morph to get back in.
Yeah. You two both dropped out, and I was just like, excellent.
Yeah, I heard.
I heard as the dungeon master.
I heard Morph starting to lose connection, and I was getting ready to be like, okay, we'll wait for Morph to come back, and then I saw mine go out, and I was like, okay.
Oh, Morph's back.
Morph's back.
the-
Can you hear us, Morph?
Yes, yeah, I hear now.
Okay.
You here now? You cut off in the middle of whatever you were saying, so you might want to repeat it.
I genuinely don't remember what I was saying. The last thing I remember was.
Oh no, I meant Morph.
Oh, okay.
I had just been saying that. Well,
You're like-
Osworth.
Patches, you and me.
Well, Deldra and Patches. Yeah, we should start looking around for. And then I just heard the rapid disconnecting noises coming from Discord, and it was great.
So it sounds like Stitches and Azalee are going to help at the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was their intention. Yes.
Okay.
I put on the apron and also my mustache.
And the fez.
The fez was already there.
and icing wine makes it.
Alrighty, so the plan is to do just help out. Be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be genuinely good at assisting, and also anytime anyone gets uppity, I will intimidate them.
So I would say that for the time being, then, since people are going to help out, this is going to take some time. So you guys give me... give me... I don't know. What would be like new job, because you don't have profession roles anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be a check with a tool usually. So it would probably just be a straight whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, give me.
They're in the service industry. It's got to be something charisma based.
Or dexterous.
Yeah, I was gonna say dexterous, because they're not, working their charm. They're delivering food. Give me dexterity to keep up with the pace of the flow of demands and maneuvering through a diner setting.
okay.
No,
I
you
have
can't Thunderwave to make this easier, Shay.
I was considering it.
Can I intimidate to make this easier?
No, because that's probably bad business. I mean, yes.
I mean,
she can intimidate me, and
you can absolutely drive out business if you want to make it easier by having them not earn money. That is, like, I won't tell you no, you can't do that.
Oh,
but
no.
it might not work the way you want it to.
I just wanted, if I made a shitty ice cream soda, that I could just glare at them so they wouldn't complain as loud.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same effect. It just wouldn't have it may not have a positive outcome.
Fair.
You might be
I got an
able to
18 on
intimidate
Dex.
me into doing.
Okay.
Shit.
God damn it.
Wow.
Okay.
That's...
So, Patches, you kind of take to it naturally. You've probably done odd jobs
It just
like this. Stitches, excuse me.
Oh yeah, I
twins.
broke into this place all the time and used to use this ice cream machine. Yep.
Sure. Yeah. You guys have experience doing this. You know how to move around and do work. You've done odd jobs for various places before. It comes naturally to you as you're running out delivering food and making quick things and bringing them out. Lee, you've never worked a day in your life, and it shows as you're trying your best to keep up, and you're like, before long, nobody puts it on you, but just one of those stickers that's like, sorry, I'm new, appears like on your shirt, and you have to be very careful, and you mix up orders, and it's just a mess. You try your best, but after a while the bunny girl is like, why don't you go in the back and restock the napkins?
Oh.
So you get delegated to stocking napkins.
Oh no.
And basically with you off the floor, Stitches and her are able to wind down this afternoon rush until it's just kind of calmed and the regulars are there.
After I sort napkins, I'd like to come out and just perform. La 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 la. I'm gonna make a soda. La 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 la. Gonna use some cola.
What cola is?
Nope, I heard it.
Okay. Make a performance check to see if you can salvage the situation. Yeah, that figures. Yeah, that figures.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If there's one thing Lee knows,
It goes so well that basically they decide to do an open mic night every Tuesday now.
Awesome. I am
Mhm.
so influential and people love me.
Yeah.
I just can't work with shit.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, wow, this really makes up for her putting peanut butter in my strawberry milkshake, and I'm allergic to peanuts. That sort of situation.
Yeah.
This song and dance makes me a forgiver for almost trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Solid. But
Solid.
the big question:
I didn't try.
She didn't try.
we
She
keep-
succeeded. Go ahead.
Did we keep the bunny waitress distracted enough for our friends to do some crack top knock
Yes. Yeah.
gumshoeing?
Yes, because of course, while all of this was happening, they were not paying attention to what the others were doing. They were just happy to have some help. So, the three of you who hung back, what were you doing during this like hour and a half of hard labor?
Osbrook will leave the other areas to Patches and Deldra. I'm going to try and get into the back office and see if I can look around if it's open.
You can certainly check.
I check the door. Does it open?
Make an inspection check. Roll damn bones. Yeah, you look it over, and it turns out that it is locked. But it's one of those situations where you look around and you see that there's like a keyring hanging nearby.
Welcome back.
I was wondering if he was gonna be mid-sentence when he came back.
Did I disconnect?
You did.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't tell me if I lose connection, so
Yeah, you started to
You
reply.
said
and then-
okay, and then you disconnected.
okay. So you check the door and you do find that it's locked, but it's one of those situations because you're in like a restaurant situation that there's a keyring nearby that is just hanging on the wall, and you're like, I wonder if the key is on here, and you check it, and sure enough, the key is on the keyring for that office.
Alright, I will head inside and take a look around.
Alright. What are you looking for once you've broken into this office?
Any sort of clues or anything as to what might have happened prior to them going missing? Not sure anything that looks out of place, signs of a scuffle, I don't know.
Okay, so when you do things like that, be specific of what you're looking for and where, and yeah. Because just a broad statement, I will give you broad answers. Tell me what you're doing. Where are you looking?
I will look around again the room, see if there's anything disheveled.
The
Any
office
sort of
itself
indication?
looks... The office is small. It is a basic restaurant back office setup. There is nothing that looks out of place or looks like any foul play had happened in the setting. Room looks very unassuming and well kept.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna assume that this room is a no-go then for useful clues, and I'm gonna go head back to meet with the others.
Deldra's going to look around on the counter, see if there's just a note that says, "Hey, I'm sick, can't make it today," or something of that sort.
There are no
See if we're just jumping to conclusions.
there are no notes or indication that the person wasn't coming in today.
What other places are there? Like, is there like a basement?
No.
Perhaps.
And upstairs or anything like that.
Nope. Just the back kitchen, the office, and the main floor. Or the main service area.
I'm gonna start checking the back alley, assuming that anyone who came in to take people would have left that way instead of out to the crowd.
Certainly. Go ahead and take a look around.
I will give both investigation and perception.
Hello, I'm sorting napkins.
Good for you.
So 21 on investigation and 12 perception.
So you head into this back alley, and you see that this alley leads out to a side street, and basically there is a kind of normal restaurant dumping ground setup. There is a large dumpster, but its lids are open, and it doesn't look like it is an unassuming invitation to run into a mimic. It looks like a very real trash can. But as you're looking around, you see that there is a garbage bag that is a few feet away from the dumpster, and its contents had been spilled out.
Is there maybe a trail of said garbage leading away? Or
Nope, looks like the bag had just been dropped. Who leaves garbage trails? But no, the garbage is just dropped between
That
the
one
doorway.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
look, I'm not
That one
detective,
Pokemon
Seth.
made of garbage.
Looking for obvious.
There's a trail of garbage leading into the dumpster. Mimics think that familiars who dumpster dive would fall for it and get directly into its mouth. Looks at Patches.
To be fair, Patches tried to climb on top.
It's not the first time he's climbed into a dumpster.
Hey, gets
I
cold
mean-
in the winter.
But that's what you see, Morph.
I'm gonna go take a closer look at the garbage bag or in the area around.
You look
Lost
in,
Keavah.
you look in. Oh Jesus! This
Welcome
one's-
back.
Hello.
I think we might need to pause this because Discord being a butt. Like,
It's not just something with this server. It's happening in some of the
Yeah.
other Discords I'm looking at.
we might just be having technical difficulties tonight.
All right. Yeah.
Because it's happened more than a few times here.
Yeah, we can put a hard pause on this. Maybe.
Yes, and I know you're having a night too, Morph. So I'm more than okay so that you can take the time to process. I know, Shay. I'm sorry,
thanks.
but we're playing, and this is stuff kind of out of our control.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing great. This mystery is off to a good start, and you got to meet a bunny girl. No
I'm
one's
gonna-
asked her name yet.
I'm gonna go interrogate the
Daisy.
bunny girl.
Yep. All right. So, due to Discord being funky tonight, we're going to wrap it up here. We'll be back next week and hopefully get some longer time in.
And we'll also be tomorrow for Vancouver by Night,
Vancouver by night. All right.
where
Having a-
nothing bad has happened.
Nothing bad has happened. Yeah. No, those ghouls are going to be sorely disappointed when they.
Ren,
Mhm.
I still need to roll that D10, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.